Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lovers Society with me, Gert Tief, trying a whiskey at 37,000 feet and while on my way to Dubai, and I'm quite looking forward to giving a first review at 37,000 feet and to see, well, does the taste buds and the nose, how much does it affect you from ground level up to such a high level. Now, I just had a quick meal on board, was definitely not very impressed with Emirates business class. In fact, the meal was absolutely terrible. So I'm quite looking forward to, well, just to washing it down with a little bit of a Jura the Journey, and bottled at 40% ABV. It's not natural color, it's not chill filtered, and of course, it is what it is when you're trapped in a little tin can and you have a couple of options. Option number one was the Chivas Regal 18 years old. Maybe that would have been a better option. There's also an Glenmorangie 10-year-old original, Woodford Reserve, and then of course Jura the Journey. Now, I've had all of the other ones already, so I thought to myself it's a good idea just to give this one a nosing and tasting. Does it make a difference if it's so high up in the clouds? And I think it's also probably, or maybe this is the first review ever done, or first ever whiskey review that I could find online. So maybe one of the first reviews ever. So of course, with that in mind, please remember to like, share, hype and subscribe if you are a fan of something new, something different. And of course, what does Jura the Journey taste up in 37,000 feet? So color wise, definitely not the natural color. It is still filtered, and I can almost guarantee you there was at that color there was a lot of color added to this one. So not expecting much. Don't think I'm going to have the jackpot with this one. Don't think I'm going to jump up and down with joy with what I'm going to find, but beggars can't be choosers. So on the nose, cheers. Well, on the notice is quite pleasant, and I'm quite happy with this one. It says at 40% is definitely shining through. So vanilla's a little oak, a little bit of a woody note that comes out, a little bit of a perfumey note that also comes in. So not unpleasant, but of course quite flat, and I don't think it's going to win any rewards quite soon. There's a little bit of a raisin note, and very sweet on the nose, so pleasant enough. And I'm going to, well, if this doesn't work, I've got a cheesecake with a little bit of a strawberry combo waiting for me just to take the shitty taste out of my mouth if it doesn't work. Taste wise, cheers. Yeah, not unpleasant, and I think maybe the Chivas Regal would have been a better option. It's sweet, it's very flat, one-dimensional, a little bit of a vanilla note, a little bit of a woody note that comes in, not a bitter note, but a woodiness. So definitely not the best thing that I've tasted in my life. Aftertaste, there's almost no aftertaste, and a little bit strangeness in this as well. On the nose, a little bit more perfumey, and a little bit of a burnt caramel note that comes in. Definitely not my cup of tea. Now, I'm glad because a couple of people have mentioned previously that I need to try the Journey, and I'm glad that I got this opportunity to give this one a nosing and tasting. Maybe at 37,000 feet, I was hoping it's going to be a little bit better. But to be honest, though most definitely not a whiskey that I would why again. And maybe on the next leg, I might try maybe the Glenmorangie or the Woodford Reserve. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe on this first ever 37,000 feet whiskey review by the Whiskey Lovers Society. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you next time. Cheers.